Good morning. It's about 10 a.m. and it's January 1st, 2023. I don't know when this video is going to come out. Probably at least a week after the first one. So my new check-in is basically the same as before. I'm essentially exactly 230 pounds. This makes it really easy to remember our goal, which is going to be 200 pounds. Let's talk about food. Most people, I think, understand that weight loss boils down essentially to the number of calories that you take in versus the number of calories that you use throughout the day. And obviously you want to consume fewer than you use. They call it a calorie deficit. That's all good and well. You could say, hey, I'm just going to eat fewer calories than I burn. Well, how many calories did you burn? How many did you eat? In the past, when I've lost weight, to get an idea of how many calories I should be consuming, I've used this website called the Body Weight Planner from the National Institute of Health. It's a pretty simple tool. Basically, you put in your current weight, your age, height, activity level, and then you put in your goal weight and when you want to hit your goal by. So for me, my starting weight is 230 pounds. I'm male, 33 years old, 5 foot 6 inches tall, and my activity level is 1.6. Once you put in your current state and your activity level, you put in your goal weight and when you want to reach your goal by. In my case, my goal weight is 200 pounds. I want to lose 30 pounds. 230 minus 30 is 200. I'm just going to start with the maximum recommended rate of weight loss, which is 2 pounds per week. If I lose 2 pounds per week, I'll hit my goal in 15 weeks, which is 105 days. The cool thing is that the calculator will automatically update the date that you want to reach your goal by when you put the number of days in. So for me, the calculator says if I successfully lose 2 pounds per week, I'll lose that amount of weight by April 17th. As I mentioned in the first video, there's no way we're going to hit April 17th. But it's interesting to know. Once you put all that information in, the calculator basically tells you how many calories you should be eating every day. In my case, it says to reach my goal of 200 pounds in 105 days, I should be eating right around 1,800 calories a day. So this is a very cool tool. Highly recommend that you check it out. I assume, because it's coming from the National Institute of Health, that it's based on some sort of science. I'm basically just using this to give me that initial number, 1,800 calories per day. I want to know that budget so I know exactly what I need to hit my weight loss goal. So now we get into the crux of what this video is about, which is food. How do I know how many calories I'm eating? The easiest way to do this probably is to eat fucking McDonald's every day or prepackaged food, right? This has always been the reason I fail at losing weight, is the mind-numbing process of recording every single thing you eat and how many calories it is. This is especially difficult if every single time you eat something you have to go look up some information. Like, oh, I'm gonna go eat a baked potato. How many calories are in a potato? I don't fucking know. So basically every single thing you eat, you end up having to do estimations, and it really starts to feel like it's not accurate. It doesn't feel like you're really getting the information. At least to me, it doesn't feel like that. So what I really prefer is to know exactly how many calories I'm eating, and I want to know that without having to do a lot of work for every piece of food that I eat. The goal here is to reduce the amount of friction required to tracking calories. The easier it is, the more likely we're going to maintain, the more likely we're going to lose the weight. If I am using a system that is a hassle to do, I'm probably going to give up really quickly, and I'm not going to lose any weight, and we're going to be making this video again next year or in a month. So to me, I need to find the simplest, easiest way to track calories to keep me under 1,800. Now, one thing that I've tried before, and I think this is what I'm going to go with, is coming up with a short list of specific food items. My diet consists only of, a breakfast sandwich, a bean burrito, a few different things, so maybe a chili or something. Some type of thing that I know exactly what the ingredients are that goes into it. Every time I make it the exact same way with the exact same amount of stuff. so that I can say, okay, that breakfast sandwich, if I make that the same way I've always made, I know it's 250 calories. So I don't have to think about, well, what did I all put in there? How many calories are in an avocado? What size egg is it? Get the same size eggs every time, use the same number of eggs always in the sandwich. It always comes out to the same number of calories, so that I don't have to think about the individual components. All I have to think about is breakfast sandwich, well, that's 250 calories. And then I add that to my daily calories. I still need to come up with this list, but because that's worked for me in the past, I think that's the route I'm going to go. Today, I don't have this information ready, so I'm going to have to do it the old-fashioned way, which is add everything up individually, look up the specific foods and the weights or the amounts or whatever. Hopefully, the fact that this sucks so much will give me the motivation to come up with the easier system. So far today, I haven't eaten any food, but I've had most of this Rockstar Zero energy drink, which is 20 calories. That'll be 20 calories added to my daily input. Now, if I want to go have some beans and rice for lunch, I'm going to have to estimate. The combination of the difficulty of bookkeeping and the knowledge that I know it's not very accurate really sucks. So hopefully we can move away from that going forward. But for now, that's what I got. I think that's about it for today. It's kind of gloomy, unfortunately, but it's a little warm at least. I think the next video is either going to be about fitness, or if I've figured out my calorie situation, we'll talk about that a little bit more. For now, I'm going to sign off. See you in the next one. This plant's looking crazy today. Look at the mushrooms. They grow so fast.